Hey guys, so going off the other one of the videos that I've done regarding macros, there's a form of eating, okay, called if it fits your macros. I can't remember the abbreviation, but the abbreviation will be in the title. IIFYM, I think. If it fits your macros, it's not a new thing. It's been around for a very long time, but you know, a lot of people are talking about it and whatever, and that's where I got the question of macros, because you know, the people heard about if it fits your macros, and then they were like, well, what's a macro? What is that? Because it's not in everyone's vocabulary. Now, if it fits your macros, the diet is very basic. You know, as I described in the macro video, you will find out how much calories you're eating, and you'll find out how much of how many grams of each of the macros you're going to be eating. Now, once you've got that, there are two different ways to kind of approach a diet situation. There is a clean way of eating, and then what is deemed as a dirty way of eating. Clean way of eating, for me to kind of give you an example, probably the best way I can give you an example would be in regards to carbohydrates. If you were to have, we're talking just about carbohydrates, we're not going to throw protein or fats in there at all, just about carbs. If you were to get a plate full of broccoli, right, that would be deemed as kind of clean carbs, yeah? Now, with the broccoli, you'd be able to eat quite a lot of that quantity-wise. Be full, satiated, and not use up a lot of your calorie intake or a lot of your macro intake. So, I don't know the exact numbers here. I'm going to throw some numbers out. They are going to be wrong, so no one comment on this stuff, right? Let's just say a plate full of broccoli can be 15 grams of carbs, right? And that will fill you up. That will probably carry you until, let's say, 4 or 5 hours later. Now, if you replace that with, let's say, a Mars bar, right? And a Mars bar has sugar. Sugar are carbs, right? Now, the problem with the Mars bar is you're not going to be satiated. You're not going to be content with that. You're going to want more. Now, the Mars bar will definitely have more carbohydrates than the broccoli. So it'll probably have, like, let's say, 30 grams. So about double of what your broccoli has. If it fits your macros, both sources are a form of carbs, which is correct. However, one will take up your allowance. Yeah, so the amount of carbs that you're meant to be having, we call it an allowance, will take up more of your allowance than the broccoli. So if it fits your macros is a good way forward for some individuals. I do suggest it to some people, because let's face facts, not everyone's trying to be a #1 bodybuilder or step on stage and all this kind of stuff and whatever. Sorry. And a lot of people that talk to me are everyday Joes. Now, everyday Joes, they have social lives, office meetings, all this kind of stuff. They'll go out for... Ooh, sorry. They'll go out for the lunches and dinners and whatever. And, you know, it's hard. You know, if you're doing something... If you're not eating, you're doing like kind of like an intermittent fasting, and you go out for a business meeting even, it's kind of frowned upon if you don't socialize. This is kind of world we're living in right now. So I can understand how it's hard for people. And also, a lot of people, they think as soon as they start onto a diet, it's chicken and broccoli, and their food can't have taste and all this kind of stuff and whatever. And it's a misconception that's happening in the industry, and you don't need to do that. At the same time, I'm not saying that you can go ahead, because there's some people that suggest things such as intermittent fasting, and then they go ahead and have ice cream and cake and pizza and all this kind of stuff in their eating window. And it's kind of like, no, you know, it's a scale. You need a balance. So if it fits your macros, could be good, you know, but you have to see how you approach it. And at the same time, I will say that if you're choosing more of processed stuff, as opposed to more of the kind of whole foods, your physique will show that. I mean, I've done it myself. I've done, you know, kind of, okay, well, I'm having some cookies, so I'm going to have that. I'm going to count that into my carbohydrates and whatever. And, you know, the physique will show it at the end of the day. I don't have the most amazing physique, but I know how to attain certain things, and I'm all about fast results. And, I've played around quite a lot with all kinds of diets and whatever. And that's how I can, suggest certain things. The other thing is you have to think about how these foods will play on your mentality and your moods and your hormones and all this kind of stuff, because certain foods will make you feel good, certain foods might make you feel good for a certain period of time, and then you'll crash real hard. So if it fits your macros, it is a form of eating, it is a diet. I would suggest it for some people, but at the same time you need to be mindful and understand what it is before you choose to do it, because I believe that people need to be educated in what they're doing so that they can make an educated guess on what they want to do. So there we go, guys. If it fits your macros, I've tried to keep it as short as possible, about 7 minutes, but I have rambled a bit. So there we go, guys. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, comment, share the video, and train hard, keep it alive, and get a dirty pump, and I'll see you in the next one.